Alright, so the Cretaceous Predators pack is finally out. Of course, the paid DLC that came along with the free update. That's also here. I'll probably make a separate video of that where we get nice little things like trash cans and things like that. Of course, the most exciting part is the DLC that adds 4 new theropod dinosaurs, which is incredibly exciting. So, of course, let's take a look at them and see how good they are. Because recently, Frontier has just been absolutely killing it with their recent DLC packs with all of the creatures that get added in those. Like, I really liked the aquatic species and, of course, the feathered species. So the first one we'll look at is the Concavinator. See its release animation, of course. So first off, I really like the sound design. And I like the design in general. Of course, I gave all of these guys just random patterns and colors to kind of see what we get. And no, this is another really fantastic design, like really up there with like the Utahraptor and things like that. I really like how thin it is, like the kind of like a slim build. It's got the really cool Dinosaur features like that skull shape and everything like that, of course, and the kind of hump on the back, like the hump-like structure that they possessed, as well as the quills. Because I'm pretty sure that we are pretty certain at the very least that they had quills on their arms. So this looks fantastic. I really like it. He's going into the trees, so I can't really get to him. But I'm hoping that we can see them hunt a goat or something, see some of those unique animations. Maybe right now? Question mark? You hungry? I mean, that goat looks pretty decent, you know? Yeah. The sound design is fantastic, like I said. Oh. A fight! But they were released together. You're supposed to be allies in this thing that we call life. Better run. As you can see that as you saw right there, our facility offers top of the line security, right? So you can feel absolutely safe here despite what you might see. I really like this one right here. I need to figure out which pattern that is or which coloration it has, because I really like the kind of brighter colors that it has on its head, as well as the kind of counter shading with the kind of white bottom and the darker top. I think it looks fantastic. This is a really good design. Like, I'm a really big fan of this one. We'll go ahead and move on to this one's really exciting, Utahraptor, which is, as of right now, the largest dromaeosaurid that we have. You know, this incredibly huge, bulky dromaeosaur. So this is really exciting. Let's see it. That's pretty cool, but what's interesting is that they pretty much just gave it Jurassic Park Velociraptor sounds. You know, the kind of barks that they do. That's interesting. I wonder why they did that. I wonder if it was just a cost-related thing, or if it was an actual decision. They look really good, though. I'm really digging this design. Like, this looks fantastic. I love that animation. And I'm using the word fantastic a lot, but pretty much the way that my mind is going with the majority of this pack is it's just fantastic. Like I already mentioned, Frontier's really been killing it with their designs as of recently. Not to say that they never had good designs. There's a ton of designs in here that I absolutely love, but the most recent packs in particular have just been such good, high quality attention to detail and things like that. These great animations too. That'll never get old. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which of course is the Tarbosaurus. Now, this is the Tarbosaurus from Camp Cretaceous, so honestly, its design kind of sticks out like a sore thumb compared to the rest of them, because the Tarbosaurus is incredibly stylized, to put it lightly. It looks like a T-Rex. The T-Rex in here mixed in with just with some spikes and things like that. But let's go ahead and see it. Their entrance animation is very cool though. But yeah, basically, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of the Tarbosaurus from Camp Cretaceous, and I kind of alluded to that when they announced that this was going to be in this pack. You know, like I said, it definitely sticks out compared to the rest of them, and I feel like it doesn't really have its own identity set apart from T-Rex. Now, granted, there was a period of time where it was thought that Tarbosaurus was synonymous with Tyrannosaurus Rex, making it Tyrannosaurus Batar instead of Tarbosaurus Batar. But, to my knowledge, I mean, there's still some paleontologists who are in favor for that, but right now there's just too many skeletal differences. So I kind of wish that the design reflected that a little bit more. Like, it seems like it's a bit, like bulkier than T-Rex. Love that though. Like, this isn't like an absolutely terrible design or anything like that, but it's just, I feel like it doesn't necessarily have its own identity apart from T-Rex. Like, it's just kind of like the Jurassic Park T-Rex with spikes and osteoderms on top of it. Basically, if T-Rex was designed in the Jurassic World days, I guess. I love this rolling animation though. Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that with the other theropods. I love stuff like that. I don't hate it. You know, it kind of sounds like I'm hating it right here, but it's just a little bit of criticism. And of course, that's not on Frontier's part. They're not the ones who designed it in Camp Cretaceous. And this is obviously just bringing the Camp Cretaceous model over into evolution. So no, it's definitely not Frontier, but they're of course able to give it different patterns and things like that, which I really like the pattern on this one. Like, I'm really digging it. I think it's really cool, as well as this one. Like, the patterns in general, I just think are fantastic on it. So I think it is translated a little bit better into evolution than it was on the Camp Cretaceous special, but all things considered, yeah. And this one is one I'm incredibly excited for, is the Gigaraptor, the, of course, largest ornithomimosaur that we know of. I really like their designs. You know, the full feathering is a really good attention, as well as like the kind of feathery crest that they have right before their. Oh. See, things like that. It's things like that they've been adding slowly into the game that just makes them feel a lot more like animals rather than, you know, just monsters, essentially. You know, movie monsters. And I just love that. You know, those social interactions really grounds them into realism. But once again, I really like their design here. I like the tuft of feathers on their head positioned right before the crest. The coloration is really good, as well as the blend of different accents of colors and things like that. Look at him sit. Doesn't he look amazing? I really like the colors on this one. Actually, the kind of red with the green. Yeah, my buddy over at Jurassic World Evolution, go and check out his YouTube and his TikTok. But he's planning on making an enclosure with Gigaraptor with the Oviraptors as kind of like young ones, which, you know, makes complete sense. You know, you can have like a Gigaraptor nest, so there's a lot of variation when it comes to things like this. All across the board, I think that these are fantastic designs, and oh, you got a goat. Good job. Anyone else getting goats? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, people are getting goats.